Welcome to the Kruger National Park here in South Africa. In today's video, I'm taking you on the first part of my 7-day self-drive photography tour from the north of the Kruger Park all the way to the south. I've entered the park via the Punda Maria gate, which is the second most northerly entrance to the park, and that's where I'll be staying this evening, and then I'll be heading to Shingwedzi rest camp during tomorrow. I'm going to get checked in, drop the bags, and then back out in the car with the cameras and hopefully capture a few images before sundown. So a quick check-in, and now we're on a drive for, I've got probably just under 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes to see if we can find anything before I have to be back in the camp. But that should give me the best of the light. The light is already looking pretty nice. You can see the shadows on the road. So I'm hopeful that we'll get a couple of photo opportunities. Driving in the Kruger National Park is pretty straightforward. There's two types of roads, the H roads, which are tarmac, and then gravel roads, the S roads. They can get a bit gnarly at times, but not enough to need a 4x4. A standard sedan is just fine. After a few kilometers of rattling my bones a bit, we came across our first animals, the magnificent African elephant. Now, it's obviously pretty safe driving in the Kruger Park, but the one animal I'm concerned about is the elephant. So when an elephant behaves like that, I bid a hasty retreat. Until it's safe to move a bit closer. Now, I've not seen anything, but with the sun getting lower, I'm only about 5 kilometers from the camp now. The sun's getting lower, I'm running out of time. I've got 40 minutes to get back into the rest camp before they lock the gates, and I'd really rather not spend my night in the car. So I thought that this watering spot, just to sit here for 10 or 15 minutes and see if anything appears. And it's the first time that I've really recognised one of the things that I absolutely love about safari. It's just completely silent. The exception of a few birds in the background that I wish I could identify, but I can't. It's just silent. No distant rumble of traffic. Just beautiful. There's a kingfisher. I think it's a woodland. It's diving, but just from the bank. With a couple of images in the bag, sun setting low in the sky, and the threat of being locked out of the accommodation on my mind, I headed back for camp. I needed an early start the next day, so it was time for some food, for some sleep, and to think about the day ahead. We're just about sun up, so it's 6:32. So the sun is up. We're on the S60, which is a gravel road, which is great because it's quieter than the H roads, which is where most of the traffic goes. Problem is, in the dry season, they get pretty corrugated and bumpy and rough and rattly. And I'm just looking for somewhere quiet, just to sit and wait. I've got 11 hours before I need to be 80 kilometers away, which is fantastic, no rush at all. So I can take my time. So I'm just going to find somewhere where I can park up, have a coffee, and just wait. So I've taken a quick stop. The light is beautiful. And just seen a couple of zebra. So I'm going to grab a couple of shots of those zebra. I've seen some small buck. I'm not exactly sure what they are, I hardly saw them. But they're in that undergrowth. These bloody car brakes are squeaking. Ah, there they are. Can't see what they are. Definitely not impala. We'll hope that they come into a clearing. Lost my glasses. They're on my head. You might be able to see that. The sun was pretty high in the sky by now. Colours were beautiful still, but not ideal for photography. So I drove on, stopping occasionally to take some video of the local wildlife. Including the impala, which is extraordinarily common across the safari parks of South Africa. But they're absolutely beautiful. They're so underrated because they're so common, but they are stunning looking creatures, so pretty. Came across a herd of buffalo, but they stayed their distance. And the occasional baboon by the side of the road. And then occasionally we were stopped by animals on the road, including this beautiful long line of elephant. And as you can see, there's babies alongside, giving these fantastic creatures some room to cross to a watering hole on the other side. There's a baby right at the back. There's a couple of small ones, but there's a really small one right at the back. I'm just trying to find a way of getting a shot because she's frolicking around. That's nice. So very much in dry season now. Dry riverbed. Waiting for the rains. The Kruger National Park has approximately 30,000 elephants, and the highest concentration of those elephants is in the northern part of the park. It felt a little like I'd bumped into every single one of those 30,000 elephants on this particular route from Punda Maria to Shingwedzi. Just a short drive later, I came across a watering hole, and this time, no elephant. Unfortunately, the angle just didn't allow for any decent photography opportunities, but it was lovely just to sit and watch the hippos and the crocodiles lazing in the late afternoon sun. I managed to capture one more image before the sun finally set. Not of elephant on this occasion, but baboon backlit by the evening sunset. As the day drew to a close, so did the battery in my microphone. What I was saying here as the sun set behind my right shoulder was that I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear what you thought of the images. Please drop me a note in the comment section below. I read every single one of them, and I'll do my best to respond to as many as I possibly can. I'll be releasing further videos as I continue my journey through the entirety of the Kruger National Park. It'd be fantastic if you were to join me with those videos. Click subscribe, click the bell if you want to be notified when those are released. And I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, please, take care. Bye-bye.